Here is a really interesting and kind of bizarre excerpt from Barack Obama's book. I guess he released a book recently that kind of talks about like his entire life. Um, and it's interesting because I do think this actually plays into his politics, which is really interesting. So basically, he explained in his book, and I'm going to read you the passage, that pretty much he learned about Marx basically to pick up girls. So he says, looking back, it's embarrassing to recognize the degree to which my intellectual curiosity those first 2 years of college paralleled the interest of various women I was attempting to get to know. Marx and Marcuse, so I had something to say to the long-legged socialist who lived in my dorm. Fanon and Gwendolyn Brooks for the smooth-skinned sociology major who never gave me a second look. Foucault and Woolf for the ethereal bisexual who wore mostly black. As a strategy for picking up girls, my pseudo-intellectualism proved mostly worthless. I found myself in a series of affectionate but chaste friendships. So it's interesting here. So first of all, it's hilarious because basically he's saying that, he learned about Marx and all this stuff and Marxism and Foucault and, Frantz, Fanon and whatever to get with, whoever, ethereal bisexual. I don't even know what ethereal bisexual means, by the way. But, basically these women that he was trying to get with. But what I think is really interesting is I think it kind of plays into his fake identity when it comes to politics. Because if you remember, he kind of pretended to run as a progressive back in 2008. In 2006, I think it was, I don't remember if it was Obama endorsing Bernie or if it was Bernie endorsing Biden. I forgot, man. But, dude sounded progressive. He sounded really progressive. And then once he gets into office, the guy turns into essentially... He literally said it himself, by the way, in an interview. I don't remember if it was with Bill O'Reilly or Fox News or who it was with, but he said that his policies were that of a 1980s Republican. That's verbatim, the quote. So he essentially governed as a conservative. And so you can kind of... Him talking about the parallel here between sort of his discovery of Marx and Foucault and his being a strategy for picking up girls, I see the parallel of like basically faking your political ideology for whatever gain you can get. So fake being this, revolutionary FDR 2.0 progressive, and then govern sort of as a, I don't know, I don't know what he would be a 2.0 of, I don't know, like a Nixon or something like that. I'm not sure, I think Nixon would be pretty comparable probably. Very similar, just pretty conservative, an 80s Democrat, as he said. I wouldn't go as far as to say he was a Ronald Reagan. I mean, that's a pretty tough one to match for sure. But definitely really goes to show you just how fake Obama is. And it just goes to show you that fakeness runs deep, man. But the thing is, in politics, man, you're going to get an oversampling of people who are really hungry for power and will do whatever they can for power. You're not going to get many Bernie Sanders where power is really just a medium to be able to sort of do what you want to help people, right? Legislatively and government-wise. For Obama, I view it more as a thing of like, okay, I'm just trying to be president. Like, what can I use to get me there? It's different, but that's what you're going to get a lot in politics. That's personally how I view Barack Obama, to be honest.